What's good, everybody? This your boy D coming at y'all with another video. As everybody know, Red Dead Redemption 2 has been out for about, a month and some change now. I know me and everybody else is just having helly fun with it. I've been uploading videos showing my current progress and how much I'm having fun with the game. And this video here is just me just letting y'all know, what I like so far about Red Dead Redemption 2 and why it is a good ass fucking game. If you haven't seen the current uploads that I have of Red Dead Redemption 2, go ahead and check them out on my channel. I've also created a playlist where I've got all of the videos in one for Red Dead Redemption 2, so that way y'all won't be scrounging all over YouTube just to find a simple mission or a single part of a chapter. I got my Red Dead 2 playlist in the info card above, so go check it out. Now, as some of you know, the ones that are subscribed to me and follow me, I did a video on Red Dead Redemption 2 the day that it came out, basically explaining what I was excited for and what I was looking for from the game before I started playing the game. I'm still progressing through the game, but as far as what I've seen so far, what I've seen so far, man, Red Dead Redemption 2 is everything everybody said it is. Everything everybody said that it was gonna be, man. This game is a fucking hell of a game, and I'm just telling you, man. Red Dead Redemption 2 right now, man, this is gonna be like the holiday game. I don't even think anybody else is gonna really be playing any type of games like it as far as open world is concerned. I think it's gonna be solely RDR2 at this point. So, for Red Dead Redemption 2, is clearly a masterpiece, no doubt about it. And also, it's a visual masterpiece. It's sexy as hell. I don't even have to go to the visual accomplishments that the game has. The game is just downright fucking sexy. And one thing I do like about Red Dead Redemption 2, playing a couple hours into it, is how the game pretty much utilizes everything that it has. A lot of games where they would create, or any company would create a game to where they would have a lot of systems and a lot of features in it, but they don't utilize those system and features. Red Dead Redemption 2 does that to the fullest. It utilizes every single thing that Rockstar put in it, whether it be gun combat, hand-to-hand combat, exploration. Red Dead Redemption 2 uses that to the fullest. You're going to be doing everything. As far as balancing, you're going to have balanced gunfights. You're going to have balance in, I guess kind of search investigation type missions or some shit like that. You're going to have balance hand-to-hand type missions. Man, everything is balanced, man. It's just like one good complete circle in Red Dead Redemption 2, and that's what I love about it probably the most, is how the game just utilizes everything that it has in it, and the gunfights are just spectacular. And that was one of the things that I was really hoping for with Red Dead Redemption 2. I hope it had a lot of gunfights, and so far Red Dead Redemption 2 has a lot of them, and I know there's going to be a lot more gunfights in the game. The reason also that I like gunfights being in the game, because it just fits Arthur Morgan. Arthur Morgan just looks like that Clint Eastwood type dude that just likes to just go around and just blow people's head off. I mean, and having a lot of gunfights, man, that just fits Arthur Morgan. And the gunfights are, they're fast, and like I said before, inside of the gunfights you're going to be utilizing like the Deadeye mode. The Deadeye mode is pretty good too. I like how they got that going, because one thing that you can do with the Deadeye mode is that you can shoot someone, reload, and then with the Deadeye mode you can quickly just kind of like, you can quickly press it and be like bam bam, and then it's off into the next enemy. Like kind of like in games like Max Payne, it was kind of like really slow, kind of like you do a Deadeye mode. But here in Red Dead Redemption 2, it's pretty fast to where you can recover after using it, so somebody else can't shoot your ass. You can actually use the Deadeye mode, take cover, reload, and do what you gotta do. So I like that about the Deadeye mode. I like how Rockstar crafted that in. And then another thing too is kind of like how the music flows with the gunfights. In the first Red Dead Redemption, I thought they was kind of lazy with that, but in Red Dead Redemption 2, the music flows with the gunfights, kind of like your average Clint Eastwood type movie, man. And I love that shit about Red Dead Redemption 2. And that was one of the things that I was really hoping that I would get in this game is a lot of gunfights, and shit, we all getting it. Now the controls in Red Dead Redemption 2 are a little bit of a different story. I mean, the controls are not the best. The controls are just kind of a little bit too loose. And one thing about it in Red Dead Redemption 2, y'all could probably see this in some of my videos. I had trouble with controls, like, you know, trying to pick up stuff. Like I would try to pick up money or something, then I end up picking up a body, something like that. So the controls are really not the best in Red Dead Redemption 2. It ain't really nothing, ain't nothing serious or nothing like that. It's a lot of, it's something that you can get used to, but like the controls, that's the only thing about Red Dead Redemption 2 that could be kind of frustrating because, you can do so much in the game. So if you're trying to pick up something or if you're trying to explore something, you're probably going to end up running into picking up something else or something like that. And then also the controls can kind of bother you in gunfights because when you try to take cover, then you end up jumping over stuff and stuff like that. So the controls are pretty much the only thing that I had a problem with. But other than that, man, everything right now in Red Dead Redemption 2, it's either super solid, super masterful, or it's balanced. And everybody knows Red Dead Redemption 2's world, man. It is just so massively big. It is a lot going on in Red Dead Redemption 2's open world, man. It's like to the point, man, on any given day, you can actually turn this game on. And if you don't really want to fuck with the story or Red Dead Online, man, you can just, it's like the world is just so big, you can just do random fun stuff in the game. That's how big this world is. It's got so many locations, so many stuff to do. World is just real big, and probably you know whenever I do complete the story mode, and that's one of the things about it. I think Rockstar actually wants us to where when you complete the story mode, there's just going to be a lot of other just random secret stuff and secret stories and type of the game that that they're probably going to want you to find. So I'm thinking that's what Red Dead 2 also has going on for it as well. Now, this is just a personal thought from me. I actually do think that they are going to give us some story DLC in the future in Red Dead 2. I just hope it just won't be like GTA 5 where they promised, story DLC, and of course, the shit never came. But I think that they're going to give us some story DLC. But at the same time, I still feel like Red Dead 2 has already got some secret stories inside of it. So, but if they do give us story DLC, I'll be all for that too. Now, as for the characters in Red Dead 2 so far, of course, we got Arthur Morgan. Man, like I keep on saying, man, Arthur Morgan is a bad motherfucker, man. That dude is total grit. Man, he's hard to the core, man. And I really do like this character. I do, he's probably one of the best protagonists I've seen probably since Nico Bellic. I think I kind of put him above Nico Bellic right now, man. Arthur Morgan, man, the dude is just straight hard, man. And of course, Dutch Vanderlip, man, I like that character too because Dutch got that, he got that voice leader slash kind of kingpin style about him. So I like Dutch, and of course, we got John Marston. Even though John Marston comes off kind of green in this game from what I've seen so far, but hopefully, that pretty much might change as far as I progress into the game. But yeah, you got those characters. Then there's a couple other characters. I like the Lenny is a pretty cool character too. Micah's a pretty hard character too. I mean, shit, he actually stands up to Arthur Morgan. Not too many people do that in this game, stand up to Arthur Morgan, but Micah. So them are a couple of characters that I truly do like. But Arthur Morgan, he's a bad motherfucker. And like Dutch, he pretty cool too. I just like how Dutch is in this game. How he's always being the leader, kind of like the kingpin. It's just like everybody's looking up to Dutch. So I like that about the characters. Now, as far as the group camp thing is concerned, I like the idea that you have a camp and you can just go around, talk to people, and sometimes, there's missions there, but I kind of find myself not really kind of worried about what's going on in the actual camp. But I do like the idea of it, like, the whole donating thing to the camp. Man, I found that pretty cool. Sometimes, you can donate money, donate food or stuff like that. But for the most part, as far as the entire thing with the camp, I found myself kind of like, As far as sitting down playing cards like that, it was cool, but it's like it ain't nothing I'm gonna do every time I play the game. But the whole camp idea is pretty cool. But at the same time, I kind of find myself not really worried about that. But it's just it was a cool thing to put in the game. And one thing about the camp too is it's like if you go around and constantly talk to everybody, they say that you could build relationships that way, but it doesn't look like that's really happening to me. I don't know, but maybe I'm might be doing something wrong with that. But I've been trying to go around trying to build relationships. That ain't really been happening, so I don't know if that was just kind of a misadvertisement or stuff like that. But at the same time, like the whole camp thing is cool. I like it for the standpoint that it's just there. Now the missions in Red Dead 2 are probably should these are probably the best missions that Rockstar has probably ever done, even including GTA 4 and San Andreas. These missions is just man, I'm feeling these missions, and the reason why I'm feeling the missions is because the missions tap into Arthur's personality, and the missions also tap into like the future story, which I mean Red Dead Redemption 1. A lot of these missions tap into Red Dead Redemption 1 as well. And kind of like I can't think of the top of my head. I think the mission with Arthur Morgan and John Marston, you can kind of see there where John Marston really gets his grit from. He got it from Arthur, because you can kind of control John Marston to do uh, this and this and this. Like, you not actually control him, but as Arthur, you can tell John Marston to do some stuff in that mission. So I remember that mission. I think it was the mission when they went up to the cabin and tried to, take out the foe. So that kind of explains something about not only Arthur Morgan, but for John Marston, how John Marston really kind of looked at Arthur Morgan kind of like as a big brother or maybe a uncle figure, who knows. So that played into Red Dead 1. So I like how these missions are, because these missions are actually playing into something for Red Dead as a whole, not just Arthur Morgan, but with Dutch, but with John Marston. So I like the missions from that standpoint, and I also like the missions because the missions basically kind of show the like I said before, the utilization of the game. You're just gonna be doing pretty much everything at a balanced level, whether it be gunslinging, whether it be hand-to-hand fighting, or interactivity, or puzzling. The game has some good puzzling too. I was really having fun with a lot of the puzzling, especially you know, the mission called A Quiet Time. That was a good mission because it was a lot of puzzling, because you had to go around finding Lenny while he was drunk and shit like that. So I was like, I was really digging that type of shit. I don't even think they did that in GTA 4. But those type of missions right there, man, that's some fun stuff. And like I said, Red Dead 2 probably has the best missions Rockstar pretty much ever created. I know I'm going out on a limb by saying that, but yeah, I think Red Dead 2 probably has the best missions Rockstar probably done ever created. And then to talk about the health stamina system, um, it kind of seems that there's a little kind of like mixed feelings, mixed reactions with players and people all over YouTube about that. But what I feel about that from the whole stamina system and the health system, just with me, just before I do a mission, I just make sure I'm eating and drinking and doing whatever, just so I won't walk into a battle and like my health is low, my stamina's low, and my horse stamina is low, stuff like that. But yeah, I guess I guess that is also kind of like a 50-50 thing in Red Dead 2. Some people like it, some people are like, what the hell, why can't we just have a health system and that's it? But it ain't really all that deep to me. I mean, I'm enjoying it, especially the stamina system. Just got to make sure before you do a mission, before you know a mission is coming, you just got to make sure you got everything up straight. And as for the story for Red Dead Redemption 2, and you can pretty much feel Red Dead Redemption 2's story and like this story going into Red Dead Redemption 1. Pretty much we all know, Dutch is pretty much, the leader and the voice, but Arthur Morgan was the glue. He was the person that kept the circle together. And if there was no Arthur Morgan, who knows, John Marston probably would have been dead or something. People would have been at stray. people would have been acting a fool if it wasn't for Arthur Morgan. So Arthur Morgan in this story, he is the glue. Meanwhile, Dutch of course is the leader. He's the voice. But Arthur Morgan, he's pretty much the glue that pretty much set people up like a John Marston to be as strong as he was into the future. But all in all, Red Dead 2, it is a monster of a game. Red Dead 2 is one of those games, man. It does not matter which gaming genre that you favor, or if you have a specific gaming genre that you like to stay in. Red Dead 2 is seriously a game for everyone. It is a game for everyone because it just has everything in it. It has shooting, it has exploration, it has RPG type elements. It even has fighting in it. And I'm a fighting game fan. Red Dead 2 has actually got some fighting in it, and it's not just punch and kick, man. There's an actual system there in Red Dead 2. You can actually fight, you can actually guard, man. You can actually do stuff like break away and throw. Man, Red Dead 2, man, it's this game is a fucking monster, man. And if it's game of the year, man, it's well deserved. And I heard it was like the second most. It pulled in like the second most money in 3 days of all time. Hey, man, it's well deserved. Even though I feel like still GTA 5 is fucking overrated. I don't care what nobody say. But Red Dead 2 is not overrated. Red Dead 2 deserves every amount of credit, every amount of money that people are putting in it. It deserves all of that shit. It really does, man. And you know, hats off to Rockstar because they nailed it with Red Dead 2. Man, like I said, this is a game for everybody. This is where I think Red Dead 2 is really kind of, taking it to the next level. This is a game for everybody. It truly is. No matter what type of genre it is, Red Dead 2 fucking has it. So, man, that's my current take on Red Dead 2, man. It's a hell of a game, total masterpiece. Man, total pleasure to play, man. I know Red Dead 2 is in a lot of homes right now. It's all across social media. It's everywhere, rightfully so. And if you ain't got it, just go and get it, man. This is a game, like I keep on saying before, everyone is either going to love this game or going to be at least thrilled with the game. So Red Dead 2, hell of a game. Show some love if you're feeling the video. Comment down below. Subscribe if you want your boy in your life. If you haven't subscribed already. My name is D to the double E all the way to the G. See y'all in the next video. Peace.